Hey guys, welcome back to Error Math. In previous video, we have seen introduction of matrices and what order of a matrix is, types of matrices and equality of matrix. So based on these topics, today we are going to solve exercise 3.1 of NCERT. So let's start with the exercise. The first question here is a matrix is given. In the matrix A, we have to write the order of the matrix. Second, we have to write the number of elements. And third, we have to write the elements A13, A21, A33, these elements. So for the first solution, the order of the matrix, we have seen that order of a matrix is nothing but the total number of rows into the total number of columns. So here we can see in this matrix there are 3 rows and 4 columns. So the order of this matrix becomes 3 by 4. This order is written as here in the corner. So this is the first question. Second question is the number of elements. So we have seen the total number of elements is the multiplication of the order, which is 3 into 4 is 12. So there are 12 elements in this matrix. Going for the next, which is to write the elements. So A13 element का position होगा in first row, third column. So here in first row, third column, 19 is the element A13. So similarly ये सारे elements A21 भी ऐसे होंगे. A21 in the second row, first column, 35. A33 third row, third column, which is -5. And A24 second row, fourth column, which is 12. And A23 second row, third column, which is 5 by 2. So this is the answer of the first question. You can pause the video to note this down. The second question says that if a matrix has 24 elements, so what are the possible orders it can have? And what if it has 13 elements? So first part जो है क्वेश्चन का जिसमें 24 टोटल एलिमेंट्स है, तो इनके पॉसिबल ऑर्डर्स क्या है? So हमें पता है कि ऑर्डर ऑफ अ मैट्रिक्स इज m by n, जहाँ पे m into n मल्टीप्लिकेशन के बाद हमें टोटल नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स मिलता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल 3 by 3 विच इज 9. अब यहाँ पे टोटल नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स है 24, विच इज वी हैव टू राइट पेयर ऑफ 2 नंबर्स जिनको मल्टीप्लाई करने के बाद आंसर 24 आएगा. वही हमारे ऑर्डर होंगे. 1 into 24 इसका उल्टा, 2 into 12 is 24 एंड इसका भी उल्टा सेम. 3 into 8, 8 into 3 and 4 into 6 and 6 into 4. So these are the pair of 2 numbers. And this is what the order of a matrix having 24 elements is. So that means there can be 8 possible matrices having 24 elements. So similarly next part जो है क्वेश्चन का, which is 13 elements. अब 13 के pair of 2 numbers 1 into 13 and 13 into 1 हो सकते हैं because it's an prime number. So there can only be 2 matrices possible of order 1 into 13 and 13 into 1. So we can see that 1 into 13 यहाँ पे सिर्फ एक single row है. So this is known as a row matrix. And 13 into 1 जहाँ पे column is only 1, so this is known as column matrix. There are only 2 possible matrices whose product is 13. You can pause this video to note this down. Now next, for the third question, it is same as second question. We have to write the possible orders of total 18 elements and same as for having 5 elements. So same as second question, इनके products होंगे, which is 1 into 18, 2 into 9, 3 into 6 and same इनका opposite 18 into 1, 9 into 2 and 6 into 3. So यहाँ पे total possible matrices होंगे 6. Same for the matrix having 5 elements. इसके भी 2 possible matrix होंगे, which is product of 1 and 5 and 5 and 1. Which is 1 and 5 will be row matrix. 5 by 1 will be a column matrix. So this is what third answer is. You can pause the video to note this down. So moving further, to construct a 2 by 2 matrix. 2 by 2 matrix is a square matrix, because here total number of row is equals to total number of column and whose elements are given by, for the first it is aij is equals to I plus j the whole square divided by 2. So we'll take this first question here and we know that a 2 by 2 matrix looks like this, which is a11, a12, a21 and a22. Now these are the elements in matrix of order 2. So to construct this matrix, we will simply replace I and j with a particular position of element here. जहाँ पे for a11 I is equals to 1, j is equals to 1, which is 2 का square 4 and 4 by 2 is 2. So for a12 it is 1 plus 2 the whole square divided by 2, which is 9 by 2. And for a21 it is 3 का square, which is 9 by 2 again. And for a22 it is 4 का square, which is 16 by 2, that becomes 8. हमने सारे एलिमेंट्स फाइंड कर लिए. सो द फाइनल मैट्रिक्स लुक्स लाइक दिस: 2, 9 by 2, 9 by 2 and 8. यू कैन पॉज द वीडियो टू नोट दिस डाउन. आगे के नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन भी काफ़ी सेम है. बस हमें I upon J करना है. So for A11 this will be 1 upon 1. For A12 it is 1 by 2, and for A21 it is 2 by 1, which is 2, and A22 it is 1. So the final required matrix is given by 1, 1 by 2, 2 and 1. So moving ahead for the next question, which is third question. Same, construct 2 by 2 matrix for Aij, I plus 2j the whole square divided by 2. So for the elements of 2 by 2 matrix, for A11 I is equals to 1, j is equals to 1. So here 1 plus 2, 2 into 1 is 2, the whole square, which is 3, 3 ka square is 9 by 2. And similarly for A12 it is 1 plus 4, which is 25 by 2, which becomes 5 ka square 25 divided by 2. And similarly for A21 the answer is 8, and for A22 the answer is 18. And you can calculate this by your own. It is very simple calculation, and the final required matrix will be like this. You can pause the video to note this down. So here comes the question of the day, and let us see that what today's question is. We have to solve for x, and the equation is given as x minus 10 is equals to root 9x. So you have to find out the value of x. So find this answer for x and write the correct answer in the comment section. So moving further for the fifth question, यहाँ पर भी सेम क्वेश्चन है. हमें कंस्ट्रक्ट करना है एक मैट्रिक्स ऑफ ऑर्डर 3/4 जिसके एलिमेंट्स फॉर द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन aij is equals to half minus 3i into the mod minus 3i plus j. 3/4 matrix, which means total 3 rows and 4 columns. Okay, इस तरह से एलिमेंट्स के पोजिशंस है. So what I'll do is I'll show the answers for the first row, and you have to find the second row and third row by yourself. तो हम देखते हैं फर्स्ट रो का फर्स्ट एलिमेंट is A11, replacing I with 1 and J with 1. We get half into modulus of minus 3 plus 1, which is minus 2, and coming out of the modulus sign it becomes 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. For A12 it is 1 by 2 into modulus of 3 into minus into the modulus 1 minus 3 plus 2, which is minus 1, and coming out of mod it becomes plus 1. So similarly for A13 minus 3 plus 3 becomes 0, so the whole answer becomes 0. And for A14 minus 3 plus 4 it is 1, so the element becomes 1 by 2. So this is the first row, and we have to do the calculations for the second row and third row. I'll simply show you the answers. You can cross check your answers here. So this is the answer for second row, and this is the answer for third row. अब हमने सारे elements को find out कर लिया है. इस matrix में substitute करेंगे. The final matrix will be like this. So this is our required matrix of order 3/4. You can pause this video to note this down. So moving for the next question, I suggest that you solve this question by yourself, क्योंकि हमने काफ़ी सारे इस तरह के questions कर लिए हैं. So I think that you can now solve this question by your own. This is very simple question. You have to just substitute the value of I and j in this equation and write the element here. So this is the answer for the first row, which is 1, 0, minus 1 and minus 2. And this is the second row, which is 3, 2, 1 and 0. And this is the third row, 5, 4, 3 and 2. So the final required matrix is 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, 3, 2, 1, 0 and 5, 4, 3, 2. This is matrix of 3/4 order. So moving for the sixth question, which is we have to find the values of x, y and z from the following equations. This is the question of equality of matrix. हमने देखा equality of matrix में conditions है टू मैट्रिक्स को इक्वल करने की. तो पहला कंडीशन है दैट द ऑर्डर ऑफ बोथ द मैट्रिक्स शुड बी इक्वल. सो इस मैट्रिक्स का ऑर्डर 2/2 है, इस मैट्रिक्स का भी ऑर्डर 2/2 है. द फर्स्ट कंडीशन इज सैटिस्फाइड, एंड द सेकंड कंडीशन इज दैट each element of matrix A must be equal to the corresponding element of matrix B. That means ये अभी हमें पहले से बताया कि ये मैट्रिक्स इक्वल है. That means ये सारे corresponding values इक्वल है, which is y is equals to 4, 3 is equals to z and x is equals to 1 and 5 is equals to 5 तो already है. Since both the matrix are equal, so therefore the values of x, y, z will be 1, 4 and 3 respectively. So similarly हम लोग next question solve करेंगे. यहाँ पर भी same, both the matrices are equal. That means the corresponding elements will be equal. So for the first equation, x plus y is equals to 6. This is our first equation, and let us take 5 plus z is equals to 5. तो अब यहाँ पे 5 if we take on the right side, so which becomes 0, 5 minus 5. So value of z becomes 0 here, and similarly we will take x into y is equals to 8 as our third equation. So from the first equation we can substitute x is equals to 6 minus y in equation third, which becomes 6 minus y into y is equals to 8. Multiplying this bracket becomes 6y minus y square is equals to 8, और सिंपली हम इसको माइनस साइन से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे और 8 को लेफ्ट साइड अगर लेकर आएंगे तो ये हमारा इक्वेशन मॉडिफाई हो जाएगा. अब ये सिंपल है क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन. वी विल सिंपली स्प्लिट दिस मिडिल टर्म इनटू -2 and -4 and taking common y from here and 4 from here, it becomes y minus 2 minus 4 into y minus 2. So the roots of this quadratic equations are y is equals to 4 or y is equals to 2. So substituting both this value in equation 1, we get x is equals to 2 and x is equals to 4. अब यहाँ पे हम दोनों भी values use कर सकते हैं. If we use x is equals to 2, then we have to take y is equals to 4, because 2 into 4 is 8, which satisfies third and first equation. If we take x is equals to 4, then we have to take y is equals to 2. So दोनों भी आंसर हम लिख सकते हैं. So therefore finally I am taking x is equals to 2, y is equals to 4 and z is equals to 0 as my final answer. You can pause this video to note this down. And for the third question, same as both the matrices are equal, the corresponding element will be equal, which means x plus y plus z is equals to 9 as first equation, x plus z is equals to 5 and y plus z as is equals to 7. If we subtract 1 from 2, x and z will be get cancelled and y equal to 9 minus 5, which is 4. So we get the value of 4. We will simply substitute this y in equation 3 and we will get z as is equals to 3, and we will substitute in equation 2 and we will get x as 5 minus 3 is equals to 2. So we get the answer x, y, z as 2, 4 and 3 respectively. You can pause the video to note this down. For the seventh question, we have to find the value of a, b, c, d from this equality. So by equating corresponding elements, we get a minus b as -1, 2a plus c is equals to 5, 2a minus b is equals to 0 and 3c plus d is equals to 13. So same as the previous sum, we will equate this equation 1 and equation 3. इन दोनों को हम subtract करेंगे 1 from 3 minus 3. So minus and minus becomes plus, but minus and plus becomes minus. So this will be get cancelled and a minus 2 will be equal to minus a and minus 1 as -1. Minus sign cancels, which becomes a is equals to 1. So substituting a is equals to 1 in equation 1, we get b as 2. Again substituting this a is equals to 1 in equation 2, we get value of c as 3, and substituting the value of 3 in equation 4, we get d is equals to 4. So अब सारे unknowns हमारे मिल चुके हैं, which is a is equals to 1, b is equals to 2, c is equals to 3 and d is equals to 4. You can pause this video to note this down. And the eighth question, which is MCQ, which says a is equals to aij of order m by n is a square matrix if conditions हमें पता है. स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स की कंडीशन होती है if all the total number of row equal to total number of column, which is m is equals to n. So the correct answer is m is equals to n. Now next question, which of the following values of x and y make the following pair of matrices equal? So for which value of x and y this matrix will be equal, let us find. So if we equate all the corresponding elements, which is 3x plus 7 is equals to 0, we get x as -7 by 3, which is y minus 2 is equals to 5, which is y equal to 7. Next, y plus 1 is equals to 8, which is again y is equals to 7. And the last 2 minus 3x is equals to 4. So that means x will be equal to 4 minus 2, which is 2, divided by -3, that becomes -2 by 3. तो अब यहाँ पे y की वैल्यूज और x की वैल्यूज सेम आनी चाहिए हमें. अब y की वैल्यूज तो सेम आ रही है, which is 7 and 7 both the sides, लेकिन x की वैल्यू यहाँ पे -7 by 3 and -2 by 3 आ रही है, which does not satisfy our condition. It is not possible to equate these two equations. So the answer is not possible to find. Moving ahead for the 10th question, the number of all possible matrices of order 3 by 3 with entries 0 and 1 is. So एक मैट्रिक्स ऑफ स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स जिसका ऑर्डर 3 है and उसकी and elements की एंट्री विल बी ओनली फॉर 1 0. तो अब तो हमें पता है 3 by 3 matrix looks like this and the elements are represent like this. So each element here is entered by either 0 or 1. So एक केस हम लेते हैं. So to fill this element 0 और 1 का यूज करेंगे तो इसके दो पॉसिबल ऑर्डर होंगे, प्लस मल्टीप्लाई बाय A12, इसमें भी एंट्रीज होगी 2, इन दोनों के मिला के दिस बिकम्स 4. सो सिमिलरली 2 एंट्रीज इसमें भी होंगी विच इज 2 into 2 into 2. तो अब यहाँ पे सारे एलिमेंट्स में एंट्रीज विल बी इन टर्म्स ऑफ 2. This 2 into 2 into 2 and similarly for rest of the elements. So अब यहाँ पे total elements हैं 9. So the multiplication of 2 will be 9 times. So the total possible arrangement will be equal to 2 raised to 9. And the answer for 2 raised to 9 is 512. We can calculate this answer by your own. So the answer becomes D, 512. So this was the last question, guys, and that's it for today. I hope you understand all the questions. सारे questions easy थे, basics था matrices का. So the next video will be on operation on matrices, addition, subtraction and multiplication. And if you are new to this channel, then make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon to get notified for our every new video. So thank you guys and see you in the next video.